Mosmi Singh is also live with us. Gaurav and Piyush continue to stay with me. Mosmi, what are you hearing? No shortage of issues on the table right now that the Prime Minister could potentially speak about. Anything that you're picking up?
So as soon as the news poured in, Shiv, that the Prime Minister was going to address the nation, in the opposition circles there's speculation drive. Is it going to be a huge poll announcement? Is it going to be a big poll promise related to farmers? Everybody is trying to connect the dots as far as BJP's campaign is concerned. We are here in the Congress office and all of a sudden the senior leaders are in a huddle. The opposition would definitely be watching Prime Minister's speech very closely, and this comes very close on the heels of Mallikarjun Kharge, the Congress President's press conference just about 1 hour ago. So clearly the Congress has been caught unaware about the Prime Minister's announcement. We will have to wait and see. The Congress President had launched a frontal attack on Prime Minister Narendra Modi, saying that there are leaders who are talking about crossing the 400 figure mark to change the constitution in the BJP, and the Prime Minister in fact doesn't say and do that talking himself, but makes people say such kind of things that creates an atmosphere of uncertainty. So there you are, the Congress talking about how the BJP's poll campaign is itself a big question mark over the poll campaign. We'll have to wait and see what the Prime Minister says. But I try to catch a lot of Congress leaders and say that would they want to react, and perhaps they all wanted to do the research before they spoke about what the PM has up his sleeves.
Mosmi, but governmental schemes, etc., is very, very possible, especially in the wake of Rahul Gandhi and the Congress Party and their manifesto promises. Could this be something linked to that, some kind of big disruptive announcement that is election related? Maybe not something that is policy related, but something that is, could be some kind of a disruptor as far as Modi 3.0 is concerned. And we do know that the Prime Minister likes playing these mind games and psychological games, with the opposition. It could be something like that.
Shiv, absolutely. The way the BJP's electoral machinery has been working very, very thick and fast with a lot of precision. They've been tapping in as far as on the raw nerve of the opposition is concerned, and the big ticket schemes have been the schemes that are related to the poorest of the poor, the big beneficiary vote bank that the Modi government 1.0 had created, and 2.0 in fact worked and built on it. So Modi 3.0 is going to be a lot about the welfare of the masses, welfare schemes being doled out to the micro level. That's been like a game changer for the BJP. And as you said, we could expect a big game changer, a big ticket scheme that was reaching out to the BPL category, to the poorest of poor. Now we'll have to see what the opposition has been gunning for as far as the shortcomings of the Modi government are concerned. And the BJP could have done a fact check, a reality check if they were found wanting as far as, crossing that 400 figure mark is concerned in relation to some certain areas. The PM could announce something big on that count. And that could be, with the 5 guarantees that the Congress is promising, it could be a counter move on that one. It could relate to the youth, because Rahul Gandhi has announced 5 big guarantees for the youth. So it could be related to the youth or to the women, farmers, to the poorest of the poor, the tribals. Some scheme that could actually get the BJP in the game as far as not winning the election, but meeting its target.
Okay, stay with me, Mosmi. Very interesting perspective there. Poulomi Saha is also live with me from the BJP office. She tracks the BJP. Poulomi, big statement. This doesn't happen very often. I am reminded of the COVID days. Every time there is a notification from the government or the PMO saying there is an important statement coming up from the Prime Minister. Obviously, this has nothing to do with COVID, thankfully, but this is election season. many things on the table. The battle has started, in every way that, one can fathom. What is your sense? What are you picking up?
Well, the Prime Minister's office or the BJP is not giving away anything at the moment. It seems like only a select few know what this announcement is going to be all about. So clearly, just a short while ago, we got that big ticket announcement from the Ministry of Home Affairs that the CAA rules will be notified by tonight. Huge decision coming in before, of course, the announcement of the schedule for the general elections. And then, of course, now this, important alert coming in that the Prime Minister is to make an announcement 30 minutes. That was sent a short while ago. So roughly at about 5:30 p.m. we expect that announcement to come in. It is going to be a big ticket announcement which will essentially be linked to the elections, of course. Something which, whether it's populist in nature, whether it appears to be a sop to the people of the country ahead of the schedule of general elections being announced and the model code of conduct coming into effect. The opposition, of course, is watching very keenly. Today, of course, the Prime Minister, had, sobs that he was in fact handing out as far as Lakpati Didis are concerned as well. Earlier this day today, he was in fact participating in what was the Sashakt Nari Viksit Bharat program, and he was witness to agricultural drone demonstrations which were conducted by Namo Drone Didis at the Indian Agricultural Research Institute in Pusa earlier this morning. The Prime Minister has reiterated not just in official meetings before secretaries or the ministers or the Union Council of Ministers. He's reiterated this before BJP functionaries, office bearers, members of parliament as well, that he focuses, his entire focus is what he has coined an acronym called GYAN, which is G for Garib, Y for Yuva, A for Annadata, which is farmers, and N for Nari, which is women. So I'm anticipating something around that itself, that this announcement is likely to be all about. It's going to be a big ticket announcement, like I said. His final cabinet meeting comes on the 13th of March, 2 days from now, at 12 noon at the 7 Lok Kalyan Marg, where again he will, of course, thank all his cabinet colleagues for the time that they've given and their work for the government over the past 5 years, and of course wish them all the luck as they go into the general elections. But again, we were anticipating when we broke that news of the weekend that the final union cabinet is to meet on March 13th at 5 p.m. that we were expecting some key announcements by the Prime Minister before, of course, the schedule for the general elections was announced. It appears now that the Prime Minister is already ready with those announcements, which we were expecting would be taken in the final cabinet on March 13th.